questions that people have is, how do you sleep when you don't have a place? So it's just one of the things I do. I'm out here traveling. If you like it, give me the thumbs up. Hit the sub. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Did I scare you? Come here, see. Sorry, just to roll in. Oh yeah, we've been through worse. I'm Randall. I'm just traveling through. I'm going up to the Blue Ridge Parkway, and I need somewhere to put my tent for the night. And I was thinking about just right over in that little clearing there, but I didn't want to just do that without talking to somebody.
I don't know who owns that land.
You're not sure? Do you know of a spot I could put a tent for the night?
You put it right there in my yard. You don't could.
Right here by the telephone pole?
Yeah.
That's what I'll do then.
I mean, that's fine with me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Say your name again for me?
Chris.
Chris. Randall.
Randall.
My pleasure. I'm going to get set up quick because, you know, training.
Okay. Well, you're more than welcome to.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. Most folks are good folks. You just give them a chance to be. It's unfortunate I messed up when I was putting it up. So when I was putting it up, I accidentally dumped water through the back screen there. It was puddled up on the tarp, and then I tipped it over and it went right down inside the screen. So I'll just put my stuff where it's dry, and it's just to get through the night. I got a little wet setting up this tent, but it's okay. There was a gentleman here along the road. I asked him, he said it's okay. You saw the clip. So while I was setting it up, that screen in the back, I managed to dump all the water right through that screen, and I ended up with this puddle. Well, the shirt I'm wearing happens to be very sweaty, and it's ready for the laundry. So this is going to be a towel. I'm going to just mop it up, wring it out, mop it up, wring it out until the puddle's gone anyway, and then I'll have a clean space. With the shadow of the branches on my, guys, look at this. It's my new tattoo. What do you think? Should I do it? So in my haste, I will say that there's a floodlight here, just up behind the camera. That's what's illuminating all this. Right there. I'd prefer there wasn't. Puddle is all gone, and just a little bit of shine on the back wall there. I just have a wool blanket for this trip. I don't take all my equipment with me all the time, so I leave it back at the shed that you guys have probably seen in the videos. I'm probably not going to need that blanket. It's just there for, you know, if I wake up in the middle of the night and it's chilly, I pull it over my shoulder, you know. All right. Good night for real this time. Good night. Camp's all broke. I'm going to put my helmet on and talk with y'all this morning. That's how it's done. I guess the problem with traveling to these pop-up camps and stuff, it's not with the people that are out here, but it's with us. We have to be willing to ask. We got to be willing to ask. I mean, they're not going to track you down, you know what I mean? They're not going to flag you down on the road and say, hey, do you need a place to stay? Hey, that rhymed. But you have to be willing to ask. So this is the issue. If you guys are coming out here and, you know, you're struggling with this idea of like, where do you sleep? You know, what do you do while you're actually moving between places? You try to let it be what it is. Don't make it more than it is, okay? Man, what a beautiful morning, huh? But you have to be willing to ask. The other option is like that gas station you just saw. You could stay there. You could pull in there and set up a camp around back, and probably nobody would bother you. And you'd be up in the morning and gone. But that was not nearly as comfortable, if you ask me. I like staying on private property that people own. and you get to talk to the property owner, because there's like a sense of security, and you're good there. You have permission, you have all that, so you have everything going for you, nothing working against you. Whereas if you just throw a pop-up camp somewhere, you know, if you're just doing some boondock or dispersed camping on a random tract of land that you came across, well, you don't really know what the history is. You know, is somebody going to be upset? Because that's not what we're out here to do. We're not here to ride through town and destroy stuff. Maybe some of you are, but I'm not. So it's going to lead you wrong. If you go by the saying of ask forgiveness, not permission, well, you're going to have some problems, man. And if you're of that philosophy, I don't think traveling like this is really going to be, it's not going to work for you. When I pulled up, you guys saw in the video, I pulled up, I stay on the bike, you know, and I don't want to jump off the bike and be all, you know what we look like, you know, bikers in leather and loud Harleys and all that stuff. I don't want to scare anybody. I just pull in and I let the engine run a little bit, long enough that they would know that the Harley's out there, you know. Maybe the owner's inside or something like that. You want them to actually come out and be like, oh, you just pulled up on a motorcycle, you know, or whatever it is. And all you're doing is you're looking for whoever makes eye contact. Somebody's going to approach you, somebody's going to make eye contact. They are the authority on the property. Hey, you just have to assume they are the authority. Sometimes it's a child, but they're not the authority. But if it's an adult and they make eye contact with you, they are the authority. So you can talk to them. And 9 times out of 10, guys, they are going to let you stay. And if they say, "No, I'm sorry, you know, you're a stranger to me, I don't feel comfortable," be like, all right, that's cool. Where do you know of that I could camp? And so they'll give you an option that's like a backup, right? You don't have to use it, but they'll tell you where there's a campground or, you know, a state park or something where you're allowed to actually camp, and then you're further ahead. You have some guidance, you have a backup, if you will. So if you can't land a property to sleep at, you can certainly go spring, you know, the 10 or 15 bucks for a campsite, and heck, get a shower. Me personally, I'd rather go through the night and not be woke up by a police officer. Nothing against the police officers. I just don't want to be woke up in the middle of the morning by one. Oh, check out the dam. It's a hydro plant, man. So I was coming through the town of Norwood. There's a water tower right there I looked up towards. And so there's some gentlemen at the gas station that said, come to Norwood. There's a breakfast joint there, a little family restaurant. So they gave me those directions, but when I came into town, there's a church with a sign out waving, you know, a gentleman's waving the flag, the sign saying free prayer and breakfast if you just swing by. So I swung by. There's a gentleman playing the guitar, doing a little picking of hymnals. So of course I jumped off the bike, played some hymns with him, and we're just having a good time together, just a little bit of fellowship. But I tell you, the Lord has plans for you that are better than the plans you yourself have come up with, if you'll just keep yourself open to them. I know this isn't like a Christian channel or anything, but it really is the truth. If you walk in faith, He does guide you. Anyways, that's encouragement to you. Walk in faith. Travel at the natural pace. The natural pace was set by God, and it is the right pace. You have to search for that and find that. But that natural pace is an easy going about it. Don't rush it. Don't push it. Don't anticipate it. Just go with it. That's it.
Just a boy in a man's world at the age of 17. Signed away the next 4 years and what I thought were my dreams. Lessons came quick and they hit like bricks. Meanwhile, got caught up with some foreign chick. There I met a family from the other side of the world. Her old man said, boy, you ain't no match for my girl. He seemed to hate everything from America, even me. is rarely in a simple man's plans. Only the last order I followed from old Uncle Sam. Those kids didn't know anything about America, especially what it means to be free.
Right now, I wanted to let you guys understand I am on the Blue Ridge Parkway. I'm at the Pilot Mountain pull-off, and I did that just so I can put this helmet on because I wanted to include you in this beautiful ride. If you have not ridden the Blue Ridge Parkway, man, put it on the list. Just put it on the list. I don't know how else to say it. Just put it on the list. So you can hear the starter going out. With a little bit of luck, we'll make it all the way back to the shed. And if we don't, hey, we'll deal with it. Freedom versus safety isn't like a choice, right? It's just a fact. As you gain in one, you lose the other. I will 100% tell you to give up your safety and chase freedom. The next time someone tells you, be safe, reply with, I'll take freedom. Like this guy. So let's head up here to the Meadows of Dan campground. We'll get checked in. It's what I love about this Meadows of Dan campground is it's right off of the Blue Ridge Parkway. Right here, Meadows of Dan campground and cabins. It's 276-952-2292. Most campgrounds, if they're not at the front office, when it looks like there's nobody here, you can just go up and set up and then pay the next day, or they'll catch up with you later. Office closed. Yeah, so we'll just have to catch up with them another time. Maybe this evening or tomorrow morning even, but it's okay. Woo! She got it. And we'll catch you guys on the next one, but in the meantime, don't be safe. Be free. Much love, guys. Much respect. See ya.